Hello friends, how are you? My name is Arun. In this video, I am going to discuss about how to convert a given decimal number into its equivalent binary number using recursion. What is the binary number, friends? So let me take one example. Suppose if you take 5, what is the binary number? Say 101. If you take 6, what is the binary number? Say 110, friends. So what is the meaning? Binary number is nothing but if you are representing any number using ones and zeros, then that is called binary number, friends. So we are representing 5 in terms of ones and zeros. Here we are representing 6, 110, friends. Here both are equal. It is this is 5, this is also 5, friends. But what is the difference here? This 5 is a decimal number representation. This 101 is binary number representation, friends. In decimal number, what will be happened? We will use 0 comma 1 comma 2 like that 9. So total 10 digits we are using. In binary number, in binary number system, we are going to use only two digits. What are those? 0 and 1. Okay. Still, if you are having any still if you don't understand, please let me know in the comment section. Definitely I'll make separate video on that. And complete number system, friends: binary number system, octal number system, hexadecimal number system, and a decimal number system on that. Okay. Okay, coming to our topic. What is that? How to convert, friends? So here I am using recursion. So suppose if I give n equal to say 19, I want to convert into its equivalent, say binary number. So how we are going to use? So first what I will do is I'll take 19, friends. So I'll divide 19 with I'll take modulus operator, friends. 2 I'll use it, and this result I'll take into some other number, say r equal to, assume that. So what will be happen? 19 mod 2, friends, already we have discussed here. And see 19 here, here, say 2 here, friends. Now in 19, 2 how many times, friends? Say 8 into 2, 9 times, friends. 9 into 2, 18. So 18 here. So what is the remainder here? You will get 1 as the remainder. So this is called remainder. Which operator will give you remain? Modulus operator will give you. This is called, what is that, friends? Quotient. Which operator will give you? Division operator will give you. So integer r, right? So anyway, I am going to use one recursion. Internally, recursion uses which one? Stack data structure. Okay. So initially, what I will do, I will store this one into here itself, friends. Here I will store. Okay. Next time what I will do, here I will call my function. Say my function name, my method name is convert. So what I will do, in this time I will not call convert function by passing n. I will pass n by n. So 19 by 2 I will pass it. So what is that meaning, friends? So I will call by, say, 9, friends. Okay. Now next what I will do here, next time r equal to 19 by 2, say 9 by 2, right? 9 by 2, you will get, what is the 9 by 2 value? Same, 1 only. So I'll store 1 here, friends. So I'll store 1 here. And again I'll call convert of 9 by 2. 9 by 2 means, what is that, friends? Say 4 I will call it. Okay. Now again what I will do here, say r equal to 4 mod 2. How much 4 mod 2, friends? You will get 0, friends. Then I will call convert of, say, 4 by 2. What is the 4 by 2, friends? 2 I will call. And you have to store which value? 0 here, friends. 0 you have to store it. And this one. Next time what will be happen? 4 by 2, 2, right? Now r equal to how much? 2 by 2. Say r equal to 2 mod 2. What is 2 mod 2? You will get 0, friends. Okay. Then I'll call convert of, say, 2 by 2. What is 2 by 2, friends? 1 only. Now I'll store the 0 here itself, friends. 1 minute. Yeah. I'll store 0 here itself. Say next what will be happen, friends? Again I will call convert of 1. So r equal to, say, here I am discussing, say r equal to 1 mod 2. What is 1 mod 2, friends? 1, you will get it. And what about convert of 1 by 2? You will get 0, friends. 1 by 2, 0. So I'll store 1 here, friends. Say I'll store 1 here. So what I am doing is, say, reminders I am storing in the stack. So once, if 0, if once whenever n becomes 0, stop calling the method again. I mean, stop calling the method and print the reminders from top to bottom. So what is that? 10011, friends. Say here 10011, you will get it, friends. So if you see here, this is 19, this is also 19, but what is the difference, friends? This 19 is a decimal number system representation. This is binary number representation. See, in Java, how to achieve this one? Very simple, friends. Please follow this one. So already I have taken one class. The name of the class is called decimal to binary. In that I have taken one main method, and I created one object for scanner class to get the values from the keyboard. And I displayed one message. I'm trying to display one message on the screen, and I'm trying to get one integer value. Say in our case 19. Not only 19, you can get, and you can take any values. Okay. Now what I am doing is just I am taking one method function, method, friends. So what is that? Just I am passing, first time I am passing n. Why I am error? Why I am getting error? Because it is not a predefined one. We have to create our own method, and we have to provide business logic in this one. So whenever you are calling convert of n, then what will be happen? This n value will be copied into this n first time, friends. And if you see here, now what I am checking here, I already discussed, right? What is the, I mean, when I need to stop, whenever n becomes 0, you have to stop calling convert method, and you have to display the values. So what I am doing is, I'm checking just n not equal to 0, friends. If n not equal to 0, I'll enter into the if condition, and what I am doing is I am taking one variable. In that, first what I am doing, I am taking the remainder, friends, n mod 2. Then what I am doing here, I am calling same method once again. In this time what will be happen? I am not passing n value, I am passing n by 2 value. So careful, friends. Okay. Then that's it, friends. One automatically, when n becomes 0, automatically it will stop calling convert method. In this case, you have to display the value of r, friends. And ln I'm not using, because I want to display the values side by side. If you are using ln, then what will be happen? One by one values will be displayed, and then the new line values will be displayed, friends. Okay, that's it, friends. And let me execute this one, whether it is working fine or not. Enter n. Just I am using, say, 19, friends. Say 10 1010011, friends. If you see here, 10011. And let me check it for some other number. So just I am using 5, I am taking, friend. What is that? 101. So that means my logic is working fine. And one more thing, friends, if you want to debug how it is calling, you can do that one, friends. It is very simple. In the 12th line, just what I am doing is I am double clicking. So what is this meaning? I am setting the one breakpoint. So right click on this, and run as is there, right? Don't use run as. So go to debug as and Java application, friends. Okay. Then say automatically enter n. You have to supply one n value, friends. Just I am giving 19, and I'll show you how it will be. So 1 minute. 1 minute, friends. Yeah, like debug as, you have to click on Java application. 19 you have to give, and please click on enter. That's it, friends. Automatically here highlighted, right? So you have to click on F5, friends. Automatically what will be happen? Whenever you are calling uh, convert of n, automatically it is calling this method, friends. And if you see what is n value, 1 minute here, what is n value here, friends? 19. Already I have given, right? First time it is checking what is n. 19 and not equal to 0, condition true or false. You have to select the entire expression and control shift I, friends. You will get the result. What is the result here, friends? True. So the condition is true, then what will be happen? I'll enter into the if condition. So for that one, you have to click on say F6, or else F5 you can give, no problem friends. F5, then if you see what is the R value here, you'll not get it. So N is N by 2, I mean 19 by 2. Yeah, once again click on F5 friends. You, I mean what is the value of 19 mod 2? You'll get 1. So next convert of N by 2. In this time what I am passing, if you see here, click on F5. If you see the N value 19 by 2, so it becomes 9 friends. So I am checking n not equal to 0 or not. 9 not equal to 0 or not. What is that? Control shift I. You got true. That means once again I'll enter into the if condition. Click on F5 and again F5. Then you got R value. What is R value friends? 1 9 mod 2. You got 1. Again I am calling convert of same method I am calling friends. So F5. In this time what is n value here? 9 by 2. You got 4. Now I am checking the condition true or false. Control shift I, true. Then once again I'm entering into the if condition. Just click on F5 friends. Again F5. What about R value? This time 4 by 2, right? So 0 you are getting. And again convert of n by 2. I'm calling convert method once again. So click on F5. So what about n value? Say 4 by 2, you will get 2 friends. So in this way, I mean 2 not equal to 0. Condition true or false? True. Then you will get true friends. Once again I'll enter into the loop. So click on F5. Then click on once again F5 and you got R value how much? 2 mod 2 0 friends. So convert of 2 by 2. So what will be happen? N equal to 1 friends. 2 by 2 you'll get 1. So what is the condition here? True or false? 1 not equal to 0. Condition is true friends. So then what will be happen? I'm clicking. So click on F5. I'll enter into the loop. Once again click on F5. So N mod 2, say 1 mod 2 you'll get 1 only friends. So convert of 1 by 2 friends. In this case what will be happen? Be careful friends. 1 by 2, click on F5. See the n value friends? 0, right? So here I'm checking the condition. What is the condition here? Control shift I. So you'll get false. We got false. So what will be happen? This condition, I mean will not enter into the condition, becomes false. So I'll not enter, I'll not enter into the if condition. True. Then what will be happen? If you see here F5, that's it. So I'm not calling convert, but be careful. Already values are reminders, all reminders are stored into this stack, right? So from top to bottom one by one, now it will be printed. See here friends how it will be printed. So click on F5. See SOP, I got one. So this means which one friends? This one friends. So once again click on F5, 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 F5. That's it friends. So execution completed. So in this way you can find any values, we can find it friends. Say 1011 like this. You can convert any given decimal number into its equivalent binary number friends. Okay, okay. I hope you understood this problem friends, and please let me know. I mean, if you are having any issues, please let me know in the comment section friends. Thanks a lot for watching my video.